Hi, everyone. Welcome to my weekly reflections. Wow, what a ride. And I want to start off by saying it's been wow, what a ride so frequently. I want to say it's been an easy does it weekend. It's been a gentle, very relaxing, very self-care focused weekend. Um, I just had the most wonderful MLD massage. I have a therapist who actually comes to my house. Talk about a blessing. Um, and so she usually comes sometime over the weekend. So she came because I was having some pretty significant swelling. And so So this has been a week where hi Tina, so good to see you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping in. So put where you are in the chat. So there's a bunch of you here. So say hi, let me know where you're coming from, and if you can put it in the chat, that would be great. Tina, where are you from? Eh, eh, Karen from Michigan. Someone from the UK just says Facebook user. Tina's Wisconsin. Gosh, you must be cold there. It's cold here, but I think it's colder where you are. Kalia from Virginia. Uh, you're seeing my cat in the background. That's Bella. She's doing this. So I want to talk about self-care because here's the thing. So I've had a very challenging time for quite a long time. And I was I would go between hissy fits, feeling totally overwhelmed, being pissed off, uh, feeling hopeless, feeling totally like giving up, then having some oomph and saying, okay, what's the next best thing I can do? So it's so fascinating to watch the journey when you have a chronic illness, and when that illness, like I have been in a series of episodes, chronic illness episodes. So I want to move beyond that because you know with all the hissy fits, with all of the frustration, with all of the what can I do, the one thing that always seems to work is a quiet conversation that says, what is it that you want? What is going to make it better in this moment? Not forever, maybe not make it go away, but in this moment, what is it that your heart and soul will begin to feel happy with? Magnesium does help. Um, yeah, magnesium. Um, electrolytes. Electrolytes. So the electrolytes are. I happen to use LMNT. The letters LMNT, element, and it has magnesium, potassium, and sodium. So that helps. And the vibration plate helps. Somebody else asked about the vibration plate. Hi, Bianca. It didn't have your name, so I'm glad you put it in. So Bianca's here from the UK. And so self-care. So I'm talking about self-care. For some reason, chicken soup is self-care for me. Not the kind of chicken soup that you buy in the store, not even the chicken soup that you can get at, Whole Foods. Whole Foods has some fabulous soups, but there's no chicken soup like my chicken soup, and it sounds really silly. It sounds so silly, but knowing that there's something that for some reason, and I think it goes back to chicken soup being the thing that my mom used to make when I was sick. And I make a very simple chicken soup, and every day for 2 weeks, I've been saying, "Just do it. Just put." It doesn't take that long. So, I chop up onion and garlic, and I caramelize it, then I add celery and carrots, and what else do I add to that? Celery and carrots and, spinach and seaweed. I happen to love nori, which is a seaweed, but it's high in iodine, which is very good, especially when you're a little bit under the weather. And chicken. I buy rotisserie chickens and then I'll put the rotisserie chicken in and let it boil for a while, sometime hours. Um, yeah, so someone else is saying, my ketovore life is saying, oh, Stormy. Hi, Stormy. Here, wait, let me show you. I have also found comfort in chicken soup for the same reason. Yeah, there's something, you know, and I have been so gentle and quiet, meditating, connecting with friends. I had brunch with a friend yesterday, which I hadn't seen in quite a while. I haven't been socially engaged except on Zoom. But anyway, we got together and it was so good. So good. Oh wow, Sherry says she made a homemade crock pot filled with chicken noodle soup yesterday too. I tend not to put the noodles in, except that there are cellophane noodles, which are Asian noodles that are very low carb. And I will sometimes use those. And yes, Tina, I also have used kale. Oh, this is the most fun conversation about chicken soup. And Julie doing bone broth. Yes, yes. And Catherine Glenn says she made beef broth. Let me put it up here. Yeah, yeah, don't agitate your hip with the vibration plate, but beef broth will help. Beef broth has a lot of collagen. So, oh, that's good. Someone's suggesting what she does is she also gets the rotisserie chickens and makes bone broth because she boils the bones. That's good. So, my recipe. This is what I do. Lots of onion, 3 really big onions, and a lot of garlic, and I let them caramelize. Then I add in the celery, 2 bunches of celery, and then carrots chopped up. All of this is chopped. And then I add in chicken stock. Um, there's a good organic chicken stock at Costco. And that chicken stock gets it started, and I put in the chicken. And so it makes for a rich chicken flavor. I don't put anything else in. I don't put salt. I don't put pepper. Oh, I told you seaweed. It's called nori. Nori. You can buy it on Amazon. Mm, and then there's a there's a Chinese chili paste It's crunchy chili. It's just chili peppers and oil, and I'll put a little bit of that in because it makes it gives it a kick, gives it some spice. And I find now it's delicious. Let me say that. It's really delicious. Simple but delicious. But I'm talking about self-care, and I'm, like, trying in my own way to figure out what is it? Is it that it's chicken soup? Yeah. Is it that it's warm? And it is, and it's sort of that kind of warmth goes through my whole body. Oh, cayenne, that's the same thing as I do, Stormy, with the Chinese chili, um, red pepper flakes, yep. Uh So someone is asking for who do I recommend to get a diagnosis. We have a directory on lipedemaproject.org. It says find a doctor. Go there so you can take a look by area because those are folks that know about lipedema. So I'm gonna keep going back because I want to talk about self-care. And what is it? And I don't have an answer. I do know that there are certain foods that we call comfort foods, and chicken soup fits into that for me. Chicken soup is one of my comfort foods. And the fact that I'm moving towards self care, self comfort is good. Oh, Sherry talks about miracle noodles. Yes. Cauliflower rice as well. Yes. Oh, that's interesting. Seaweed has natural MSG. I didn't know that, Maria. I've been using nori and love it. Uh, well, let's just see. Wow, this is the best conversation about chicken soup. Oh, for some reason, someone can't see the chat. So sorry, Amanda. Um, so I'm gonna put it up here. Self-care for me is those comforts that take me back to childhood. Yeah, I think that that's what it is. There's some part that is a childhood part of each of us, definitely for me, that begins to feel taken care of, that feels safe, that feels like it's going to be okay. And for some reason, chicken soup does that. And here's Stormy, who says self care is finding your happy place in all this lipedema chaos. Mine is chicken soup and a shot of bourbon on Sunday and lots of oiling my type 2 thighs. Yep. Yep. Whatever that combination is, mine is like today it was, I started the day with making a chicken soup and getting a massage. An MLD, part MLD, part massage. And Sherry says, "Love and miss my mom so much. Made her squash pot yesterday for my daughter and her family. Such a comfort to remember her, and we enjoy her soup together." Yeah, there's something. And one of the things, so I'll say that we're having a pain management webinars coming up. We scheduled it for sometime in March. Um, and we're looking at nutrition. And one of the things that seems to work is these comfort foods, but comfort foods, you know, I'm not talking about people talk about comfort foods with carbs, and I'm not talking about the carb route. I'm talking about the things that are healthy, that are good, and that indeed are very comforting to us. And I think it's worth taking the time to figure out what that is for you. I know without a shadow of a doubt that chicken soup does it for me. when I've had surgeries, and I've had quite a few with everything that's gone on, I always, before I go to the hospital, I make a pot of chicken soup and have it ready. So when I come back from the hospital, there's chicken soup there. Since, I don't I'm 75. My mom passed away quite a long time ago. But that what lingers is the love and caring that comes with that kind of self-care. And so, yeah. So that's my vlog for this week, talking about self-care and what it means to really care for oneself. Oh, this is great. Tina says she loves a berry detox tea. Can you find out what it is? I'm really curious. That sounds good to me. Ah, so my ketovore life says I've been 9 years keto and my comfort is higher protein foods. Sounds great. Okay. I am going to, hmm, yeah, let's see. I should tell you to sign up for something. You know what? We're gonna be sending emails out. You'll get an email. We have the event coming up in April, which is gonna be fabulous. We have a number of webinars that are free webinars that are small. It's like the appetizers. What can I tell you? Food is I have, my metaphor is food for a lot of things. But anyway, we have short free webinars to give you a sense as to what we'll be discussing and what we'll be covering in the event. The event is April 12, 13, and 14. So I have a number of free webinars coming up. You can always check it out and sign up for the next free webinar. Here, let me give you the link if I can find it here. Let's see. I'm sure it's here somewhere. I know it's here. Here it is. So if you go here, you could sign up for a free webinar. I'm not sure which one is the very next one. Let me look. Here it is. Up. It's not updated yet. So use that, and that should be updated this week because we have one coming up. I think we have one coming up next week. But this is the last one we had was about unlocking wellness with mindfulness, nutrition, and fasting. So we did that one. It was really good. So, but there'll be another one. And here, let me show you our event, April 12th to 14th, Heart to Heart, Keto and Beyond. Really good event. So there's a link so you can sign up for that. And mostly just enjoy the rest of the weekend. Tomorrow's a holiday here in the US. It's called President's Day, and some people have it off and some people don't. But it's almost like having a surprise little holiday in the middle of February. It's great. So, with that, I'm going to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day, good night, wherever you are on the planet. And thank you so much for all of the wonderful conversation tonight. This was really fun for me. So thank you. Bye.